Hey yo, what's up guys? Welcome back with another video. Today I am here to explain the one of my advanced BBMA setup, which is a nuclear setup. So let's move on to the topic. So what is the nuclear setup? Okay, nuclear setup is one of the advanced setup of BBMA. So but the main thing is how we can use this in a proper way. Okay, this is the main thing, that how we can use this nuclear setup in a proper way, because honestly speaking guys, it's a very powerful setup. It have like 80 to 90% accuracy. Okay, so if you know in the how you can use in a proper way, so it's you can see it shows you the unbelievable result. Okay, so for the nuclear setup you have to keep in mind one thing. Okay, that it it is a retracement setup. Okay, keep in mind always. Okay, it's a retracement setup. Okay, it's always occur in a retracement. Okay, not in a program. Like if you are trading in a nuclear setup, you have to keep in mind that you are trading a retracement. Okay, not trading in a pro trend. So keep in mind. Okay, it always occurs in a retracement, not in a pro trend. Okay, so keep in mind. I will show you an example, and then you will clearly understand that how it's always occur in a retracement, not in a pro trend. Okay, so we need to understand the steps for the nuclear setup, which make it like clear nuclear setup, because there are a lot of traps in the BBMA. So mostly people lost in BBMA always. Okay, so you need to remember these SOPs for the nuclear setup. Okay, which make setup valid. Okay, the first one is you have to identify the CSAK. Okay, the CSAK either buy or sell depend upon direction and depend upon signal that which you find. Okay, so the first thing is CSAK. Okay, either it can be a buy, it can be a sell. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, and the second thing is re-entry of the CSAK. Look, it's a common thing that in basically BBMA, after the every signal like CSM, CSA, CSAK, price like to go for the re-entry. Okay, it's a basic concept of BBMA. So definitely after the CSAK, price want to go for the re-entry area. Okay, so that is our second SOP. So the third thing is very important and very powerful, which is EMA 50. Okay, that is the main point of the you can say setup. Okay, that is the main thing, that is the main source of the nuclear setup. Okay, EMA 50, how we can use it, or what is the purpose of EMA 50, I will show you an example, but for now you have to just remember these steps. Okay, so EMA 50. Okay, the next one is we can use it as this step for the like more confluency. You can gain more confident when you are trading a nuclear setup. Okay, which is stoppage. Okay, this thing gives you a confidence. Okay, when you are trading a nuclear setup, so you have to keep in mind these things when you are trading a nuclear setup. Okay, CSAK, re-entry, EMA 50, and the stoppage. Okay, so let's move on to the examples. Okay, I will show you example. So to help you, let me find some good example for you. Aha, there is a good example. Oops, sorry, let me take a screenshot. Okay, so here you guys can see it's at H4 time frame. Okay, here you can see there is a like CSAK sell, right? Price printed a CSAK sell, and after the CSAK sell, price goes for the re-entry MA510 high. Okay, so okay guys, you have to keep in mind at the time of the re-entry of a CSAK, you have to look for the EMA 50. Okay, you have to keep the eyes on EMA 50 at the time of the re-entry area. Okay, so at the time of the re-entry, you guys can clearly see the EMA 50 is just outside of the low BB. Okay, so that is the sign of a nuclear setup. Okay, if the EMA 50 is just inside of the low BB or the top BB, depends upon CSAK. Okay, so if the EMA 50 is just inside, it means there is a no nuclear setup. Okay, keep in mind this thing is differentiate the nuclear setup and the simple setup. Okay, you have to keep in mind that if the at the time of the re-entry, if the EMA 50 is just outside of the low or a top BB, this thing is called a nuclear setup. Okay, this thing is called a nuclear setup, and you have to keep in mind the stoppage, right? At the time of entry, you guys can see the top PP is fully flat. Fully flat means there is no buyer sign. Okay, only selling, flat stoppage like MLB. Okay, you guys know about MLB also. So there is a clear stoppage that gives you a fully confident that this re-entry is super powerful and also have a nuclear setup. Okay, so look, after the re-entry price just goes straight to the AMA 50 and the low BB. Okay, and it's almost 360 pips. Oh, crazy, right? So the thing is, you have to keep in mind. Okay, how this thing act as a like retracement. Okay, I told you that this setup is a work in a retracement, not in a pro trend. Okay, so if you see after this CSAK, price like to go for the price goes for the MA 510 high and then goes for straight for the EMA 50 and low BB. Okay, if you mark the zone like that and go for the daily time frame, you can see, look, see, after the CSM buy, price like to go for the MA 510 low of the daily and then goes for inner trend. Okay, so it's a sign when you see this kind of structure just like this, that price EMA 50 is just outside and there is a CSAK sell or a buy and then re-entry and there is stoppage, it means price wants to go for the one time frame higher. So it means if it's a H4, so price wants to go for the daily re-entry. Okay, so keep in mind. Okay, so let me show you some more examples. Wait a minute. Okay, so very good. Here we have a example of a nuclear setup in a recently daily time frame. Okay, there is a CSAK sell and after the CSAK sell, price goes for the re-entry of MA 510 high. Okay, and at the time of the re-entry, guys, keep in mind, okay, at the time of the re-entry, EMA 50 is just outside of the low BB, right? So this setup is called a nuclear setup. Okay, and if you see a top BB is a fully curved at the time of the re-entry, right? And you guys can see clearly last week 4 candles tried to fail this resistance area, but you can see there is a no like breakout. Okay, look, 1 2 and 3 and 4 candle try to break this resistance but can't able to pass the resistance, right? So every time if you sell here, you will get profit here also. Okay, so that is the power of the nuclear setup. Okay, so after the price if goes for the MA like EMA 50 or the low BB, it will go with the pro trend, with the weekly trend. Okay, And if we are trading this this setup, it means it's a retracement setup. Okay, so you have to keep in mind. Okay, let me show you some other example. Okay, let me find some other example, okay, for you. Okay, this one is not a like a nuclear setup. Okay, this one is a simple oops, sorry, no, this one is not a CSAK. This one is a CSA after the CSA re-entry, and then go for this one is not a nuclear or not a CSAK setup. Sorry guys, my mistake. Yeah, this one is the nuclear setup. Okay, it's a daily time frame, right? So in a daily time frame, here we have a CSAK cell, okay, in a daily time frame, and at the time of the re-entry, the EMA 50 is just outside of the low BB. All right, and the fourth thing is you can see a clearly stoppage. Look, clearly stoppage. There is no buying momentum more. Okay, stoppage means there is no buyer, only seller. Okay, so after the re-entry, look how strongly price drop. Okay, let me see how much pips after the re-entry, straight to the TP, 670 pips. Oh my god. Okay, so you can target the low or a top BB or EMA 50, okay, when you are trading the nuclear setup. Okay, so if we go for the weekly time frame, we will see your look after the trend end, weekly re-entry occurred and price just goes like this. Okay, so that is the one of my advanced setup. So hopefully it will benefit you. So if you enjoy this video, make sure to like, subscribe and comment. And by the way, I have a free Telegram channel, so if you are more interested to learn BBMA, you can join, and I have a PDF. So if you want to contact me, my contact Telegram link will be in description. You can also contact me anytime. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much. If you have any query, you can ask me in a comment section. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good weekend.